Hey Smart Pros, it's me, GINAMARIE, and in this video, I'm here to talk about the LSAT. Specifically, I'm here to talk about if you don't get the score that you were hoping for. So before we get into this video, make sure you hit the subscription button as well as the notification button so you don't miss out on any uploads. And let's get into this video. This video is for when you just so happen did not get the score that you thought you were going to get. So this video, I don't want you guys to be discouraged, and these are some of the things you could do if you get a low LSAT score. Okay, so when I took my LSAT, I made the highest score I ever made when I took my LSAT was a 142, and I took my LSAT 3 times. The very first time that I made it a 130. If you guys are interested in going to law school, if you went to law school and you're watching this video, you know that is a terrible score to make on the LSAT. And had I listened to all those people that told me that, I wouldn't be an attorney right now. But here's the thing. Even with that low 142, the highest score that I made, I was able to get into law school. I almost graduated law school with honors. I passed my bar exam on the first try. So I want to encourage you guys that, you just got to stick with it. You just may have to deviate your plans in order to get to where you want to be. So the first things first, you got to ignore what people say. If I was to listen to every single person that told me I couldn't get into law school with the score that I made, I would not be an attorney right now. But I didn't listen to them. I continued to try, and I continued to apply for schools that I knew I wanted to go to and things like that. And I didn't give up. I ignored what they had to say. So the second thing is take time off. If you did not get the LSAT score that you wanted to get, and there are particular schools that you want to get into, that you would like to get into, and you know that your LSAT score that you got is not going to cut it, take the time off so that you can study for the LSAT like you need to, so that you can make that score that you are hoping for to get into those schools that you want. My third thing is take a prep course. Now, this is something that I did not know about that I wish I did. Had I known that there were LSAT prep courses, I would have tried to take one. I'm going to be honest, I thought it was just like another standardized test, and I was like, I've never struggled with a standardized test. Always did extremely well on them. What's another one? When I got that first score, I quickly realized I was wrong. And so the second time around, I did study, but I self-studied, and I will link the books that I used to self-study down below. Now, there are probably new additions to those books because that was back in like 2011, 2012 when I used those books. That was a long time ago, but I will link them down below, and they'll definitely get you where you need to be to find the right ones. But I highly recommend that if you don't have to self-study, if you can afford to pay for those prep courses, to go ahead and pay for those prep courses. Number 4 is your undergrad GPA. Keep in mind that your undergrad GPA is just as important as your LSAT score. And a lot of times, the higher your GPA is, the more you can afford to lose a few points. Keep in mind, undergrad is just as important. You want to focus on your books, the grades and stuff, but you also want to focus on making sure you're just a well-rounded person. So when they see that LSAT score and then they look at your application, they see that, so she didn't make this great LSAT score, but she look at her GPA and look at all these activities that she's in and things like that. And that can kind of help weigh you in the favor of if you didn't score that score that you really need to get into that school. And then my last tip is if you are just one of those people where you don't want to take time off, you have to get into law school, then you're going to have to rethink the schools you want to get into. Now, I didn't go to a tier 1 or tier 2 school, which is, if you don't know what those are and you're watching this video, those are like the best of the best law schools. I went to a tier 3 law school, and I by no way feel as though it has held me back or anything. I had to work harder, yeah, but I'm Black and I'm a woman. I'm always going to have to work harder, so that's nothing new to me. So yeah, you might have to think some of the schools that you want to. You might have to, try to go to school out of state or something like that. But I always feel like there's a law school for you. And I'm going to be honest. To me, the bar exam is all about you. And I know people who went to big fancy law schools who still did not pass their bar exam. And I know people who went to small law schools who you know, ace their bar exam on the first try. So it's just what you make it, and don't think just because, you know, at the end of the day that Juris Doctorate all looks the same. So yeah, I hope this video was encouraging to all you guys who have just taken the LSAT score, because I was meant to put this up before then, but I may be a little late, but I may be just in time for your results to come out. Hope this was encouraging. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to thumbs it up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. So you really made it to the end of the video. You the real MVP. But because you made it to the end of the video, I know you like my content. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other uploads. Also, make sure you check out these other 2 videos that I posted on my channel. And thank you guys so much for watching.